parties. You know how to get the bookings, right? You've got games to play for the bookings. Are you playing 3 games at every party? If you sit back and think, are you playing 3 games at every party? And when they're not biting, are you ready to pull out another game? I'm going to give you, in a goodie bag I've got coming up for you, just a little extra game for you as a spinner here. And this will help you go even farther. Different things you can do. Put tabs on it. Put different numbers on it. If they're not biting, tell them that $15 hostess gift, spin for it. That's what you're going to buy it for, okay? But you keep going until you get it. How many orders, how many bookings are we looking for at a party? Put.
2. 10 orders, 2 bookings.
All right, 10 orders, 2 bookings is what Leah Sophia asked for. How many orders, how many bookings are we looking for at your Leah Sophia party?
Everyone.
12 and 4. Who said that? All right. Here's what I say. Go for 12 and 3. Don't, you tell them. Right then, I want to get 12 orders and 3 bookings for your hostess to be able to get lots of extra things. Peanut butter and jelly. They go together, don't they? Well, just like bookings and recruits go together. You got to understand something. If you're not at the parties, you're not there to meet people, to recruit them, because your number 1 place to recruit someone is where? At the party. Who's the first person that you can bring on your team? Your hostess. And you guys, I am watching what you're doing. You are getting bookings at these shows like I haven't seen in a long time. When you've got a hostess and she has 4 bookings already, that's when you need to turn to her and say, you know what? You're almost already there. People struggle to get to this point to start their business. This is the hardest part of the business. You're almost there. Okay? So this is what we're going to talk about, the importance of the 2. You know what's really funny? One of the main reasons people don't team build and recruit in any direct sales company is because they're intimidated. They're intimidated by the person that they're trying to talk to. Can anybody relate to that? You walk in, you see this really together woman, maybe you've had a couple parties with her before, and she's got this beautiful house, and she just has it all, and she's got money and the hors d'oeuvres and the fancy drinks and everything. Well, she wouldn't need this, right? Why would she need to do this? Guys, don't prejudge, please. All that glitters is not gold. Let me give you an example, and I'm going to have to read a little bit here too for you. These are a couple things I came up with, okay? What I want you to understand is, are you important enough for people to join your team? Is what you do important enough for you to take to somebody and say, I think you want to do Leah Sophia. I think this would be good for you. I think this would help you in this way. And a lot of us don't realize the importance of what we do. We think, well, I'm a party girl. I go to people's houses, I bring jewelry. I'm just a party girl. She's the CEO of a bank. She owns a business, She does this, she does that. She wouldn't need this. Everybody needs this opportunity for different reasons, guys, okay? So what you do is important. And probably, like I just said, these trained professionals are the ones that are scariest to us, aren't they? The trained professional. Why would you offer her the chance to go do parties? She's got degrees, she's got this, she's got that. You know what? Do you realize right now, every one of you is a trained professional. The meetings you've gone to, the fact that you are at this workshop today makes you trained professionals. What do they have that you don't have? Okay, so I'm talking about, like, you're going to go, here's an example for you. Here's how we prejudge people. You go to a party, let's call her Murgatroyd. I love that name, Murgatroyd. That's what my mother used to call me. Murgatroyd. You've done a couple parties at her house. She's the owner, she and her husband own a big landscaping company out here. Lots of money, gorgeous home. She's one of them that we see all the fancy stuff at her parties. She spends a lot of money on these parties, okay? What I want you to understand is look beneath the surface. Here's what you don't know. Murgatroyd's husband is having an affair. You're headed for divorce. Murgatroyd has a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. The worst part is this big fancy business they have, they owe back taxes on. When the divorce comes through, there's no money. She won't have a nickel. And she knows that her husband's going to take off with this gal, and she's left alone to raise her kids. Okay? This is the stuff you don't know that's going on behind people's lives. You don't know what they need because we're all really good at putting up a facade, aren't we? Who are you not to tell someone about this opportunity? Who are you not to talk to a fellow human being and have a way of helping them out? Whether you know it or not. This could be any scenario. It could be that she's home all day with these kids. She's completely lost who she is. You know, suddenly she's Mrs. Landscape. She's Mama Children. She's all these things. She needs to get out. She needs to be a human being and find out who she is again. Can anybody relate to that? Does anybody remember that time in your life? Or maybe this time in your life? Maybe that's why she needs it. So, you know, Murgatroyd, suddenly she gets her a divorce. She's got no money. She's got the kids. What is she going to do? Well, if you offered it up, she's going to do that. But if you didn't, she's SOL. That's something I text sometimes, okay? So everyone needs to hear about this. Now I'm going to give you, here's another one. What you don't understand is, again, the importance of what you do and the impact on others around you. Did you ever stop to think about what happens when you make your money? Somebody tell me, are you working towards a special dishwasher or washing machine or anything right now? Something like that. Okay, here's an idea. Kathy comes to work for Leah Sophia because she wants that beautiful new red washer dryer kind of. It's gorgeous. So that's her goal. You know, we all make goals. That she's going to be able to buy that with her money from Leah Sophia. So she goes, she does her shows, she makes her money, and she goes over and she buys it from the appliance guy, and she's happy, and all she knows is, well, I got my washer dryer. Here's the rest of the story, guys. What you don't know is the guy that she bought it from used to hold a big job with an insurance company. He lost his job with the economy. He's now just working for commission and a small wage at that store. Because you bought that washer dryer with your Leah Sophia money, he now is able to do something that's really special in his life. He has a son who needs some facial surgery, reconstruction surgery. Now, it's not something that's life-threatening, so they've been saving for this because they don't have insurance anymore. They've been saving for this. Well, you went and bought it, you got commission. Your friends came and saw it, your Leah Sophia friends, they said, hey, I want that too. You sent them to the guy, he gets his commission, right? Okay. Now he can go and he can get his kid the facial surgery. The nurse that helps take care of him that's still employed because of the money that you were able to spend at that place, now the nurse is still employed and she can take care of her family. Do you see where I'm going? I mean, it's right down to, okay, take part of your paycheck. You had a great month, you're going to celebrate, and a bunch of you had really great months this month. I'm so excited, it's not over yet. But so you go out and you go to dinner and you celebrate with your family and friends or something, okay? And you go to the restaurant and you have a great time and you're teasing with the waitress and you leave her a tip, okay? All right. What's she going to do with the tip? Well, there's a couple things that could happen in this. She needs to buy her son some new equipment for some sports. She doesn't have the money to do it. But you left her a nice tip. You left her an $18 tip because it was a good bill and she was great. Because you were so fun to work with, you put her in the best mood that night. She knew she was $18 closer to that lacrosse equipment or whatever they play down here, okay? She was able to wait on the rest of the tables the rest of the night in such a good mood and feeling so good that by the end of the night, she's made $88. She's able to go home and buy this kid this equipment. Now he's in an organized sport instead of being out on the streets playing with kids where he could get in trouble, right? And here's the best part. You told her about the opportunity. Now she's selling this. Okay? I can't drive home enough the fact of the impact you have when you share this opportunity. And you share it everywhere. I'm going to give you one more scenario. This is an interesting one. You go to the bank to get a loan. You go in, you sit across from the loan officer. Well, let me tell you, she's together. She has on a very expensive suit. Her hair is perfect, perfect makeup, real jewelry, like people like to call it. And you're talking to her, and she goes, "Oh, wow, I really like that necklace." You go, "Oh, thank you." And then she starts looking over your paperwork, okay? And she says, "You're making good money." She goes, yeah, I am. I'm doing okay. We got your loan, okay? And you go off, and you don't say anything to her, okay? Then you had the purpose opening to talk about Leah Sophia, didn't you? By saying, "Thank you, I sell this. Oh, and by the way, the money you're talking about, that's how I made this money." Here's what you don't know about this poor woman. This is a really sad situation. I'm going to take you step by step of what I watched in her life yesterday as I sat in my room. She's headed home after the end of the day. She remembers you sitting there across from her, and you looked happy, and she saw the money that you're making, and she's looking at her own life, and she's saying, "You know, my life's a mess." She's been depressed and she's been on antidepressants. She hates her job and knows that it's going to be on its way out. Her boyfriend's left. She's got nothing left. She's living alone in her condo. So on her way home, while she's thinking about what you look like and what your life seemed to be, she starts to cry. And she reaches over for a tissue, takes her eyes off the road, she swerves into the median and gets in an accident. Now nobody else is hurt, and she's not hurt badly, but badly enough that she's off work for 3 months, okay? During the 3 months, she loses her job. Then she loses her condo. She's got to move in with her 85-year-old mother. Mom passes away. Instead of leaving anything to her daughter, she leaves it all to the son because, after all, her daughter's a loser, right? Because she didn't do anything and she's depressed and all that. She ends up living in her car with 5 cats, 2 dogs, and a ferret. And eventually dies of cat scratch. All because you didn't offer the opportunity. Okay? Do you get the picture? Okay, that's a picture.